It is Sunday, the 25th. It's my typical refeed and rest day. So I'll just be doing some cardio later tonight, which is literally just walking my dog for 15 minutes. But I want to show you guys a little version of pizzas that I'm doing right now. So I went to the store. I was gonna get a pizza crust, like a bubbly crust, but it was just so many carbs to waste that I was like, you know what? Now that my refeed is 490 grams of carbs, I don't want to waste like 150 on a pizza. I easily could, but instead I'm doing these 100 calorie Fran's English muffins, multigrain. They're 0.5 fat, 24 carb, I think like 6 protein. And so I'm doing 3 of them. And so I'm gonna add some pizza sauce on these. I'm gonna do some mushrooms. I'm gonna slice up some black olives. And then I did go to Trader Joe's today. This is literally, if you have not done, this is the best dieting cheese. If you are on a diet, doing macros, flexible dieting, get this cheese from Trader Joe's. Why? Check out the macros on this stuff. 3 fat, 0 carb, 5 protein. So a whole entire serving, 28 grams, is only 3 fat, literally. And plus, I know a lot of people will say, oh, Colin, why not get a fat-free cheese? Fat-free cheese does not melt worth a damn. Like fat-free cheddar and fat-free mozzarella, like when it melts, it's like hardens, it's like gross. That stuff actually like melts like real mozzarella cheese. And so as far as toppings, again, I'm gonna do the mushrooms, I'm gonna do the black olives, and then I cooked up some 96.4 ground beef that I'm gonna use. And so that's what I'm going to use to make these pizzas. I'm going to kind of start making these, and I'll kind of show you guys the process as I get these things going. I was able to use 1 serving of the pizza sauce, 63 grams. You'll see here the macros, if this thing, there we go. 1 fat, 5 carb, 63 grams, 1 serving. I was able to do 1 serving and do all 3 of the English muffins. So that's step 1. Next step will be adding the cheese. All right, guys, one thing I did, you don't have to use this much cheese. Personally, with these English muffins being so low in fat, being only 0.5 grams of fat per English muffin, I decided to use more cheese on mine. You don't have to use this much. So I actually did 3 total servings. So basically 1 serving on each English muffin, so 9 total grams of fat there from the mozzarella cheese. But it's like, hey, we're making pizza. Let's load up. If you have the luxury and your fat to do it, then I'd suggest using more cheese. All right, and I finished loading up the rest of the toppings. I did mushrooms, a little bit of black olives, and the 96.4 ground beef. So now what I'm going to do is put these in the oven. I have the oven at 375. I'm going to put these in the oven for about probably 10 to 15 minutes, checking them at 10 minutes just to kind of get the bottom nice and crusty. So that's why I would recommend baking them at. And I'll show you these when I pull them out of the oven. Guys, just took these out of the oven. I did do 15 total minutes at 375 degrees for baking. If you want them even crispier, you can put them even longer, but this was good enough for me. I will put the macros on the bottom of the screen. And that's it. All right, I finally gave in and bought a pint of Halo Top tonight at the grocery store. I got the birthday cake flavor. One thing I will say, this stuff is pretty pricey. This pint was almost $7. Macro wise on this, kind of give you a little, if any of you guys aren't familiar with Halo Top, you're looking at about 2 fat, 15 carb, 6 protein, 5 grams of fiber per serving, times that by 4. So the whole entire pint is 8 fat, 60 carbs, and 24 protein with 20 fiber. Today is my refeed. Let me zoom that out. My refeed, so I figured this would be a good time to kind of test this out. give you guys my opinion. I know Chris Jones did a whole entire like flavor line of reviews of Halo Top, and it sounded like he wasn't impressed with this flavor, but most people that talk about Halo Top, this seems to be the most hyped flavor. So I figured, and I personally usually love birthday cake type flavors. The last one that I did, I think the review was on the Oh Yeah birthday cake bar. I freaking loved that. So usually I love most birthday cake type flavors. So I'm gonna give you guys my, let me put the camera down here, my opinion on Halo Top birthday cake. Hold on guys, let me adjust this up here. Okay. All right, so without further ado, I'm gonna grab my spoon. All right, got the ice cream here. Do. First impression is that right away, I'm comparing Halo Top to like Arctic Zero, and it's night and day. So much better. Very creamy, very sweet. See, I think this is a perfect. I'm not the best with reviews, but I think this birthday cake flavor, for being more of a lower cal ice cream, is freaking bomb. To me, I'm just a couple bites in. This is like a solid 9.5 out of 10. Like this whole pint is going down tonight for refeed, and I'm so excited. The one thing I will say, again, with the price of the Halo Top being so expensive. My camera was running out of memory. Anyways, I've had a couple more bites of the Halo Top. I am freaking in love with this stuff. This stuff is freaking amazing. Anyways, the one thing I was gonna say was, if you're on higher macros, not really low macros, for the price, I would probably switch to something like drier, slow and churned, where you're gonna get a lot of flavors, like strawberry and some other ones that are literally only like a couple more carbs per serving. I think some drier, slow and churns are like literally 1 to 2 fat, 18 carb. You're not gonna get as much protein and fiber, but again, I'm just factoring in, you're gonna get a lot more ice cream for a lot more bang for your buck. Stuff like this can really get expensive if you're trying to, buy a couple pints, a week. All of a sudden you're spending $100 a month on Halo Top. So just keep that in mind. But again, my thorough review is this stuff lived up to the hype for sure. Solid 9.5 out of 10. It has the little birthday cake kind of little pieces in the ice cream. So good. Highly recommend. Jack. This is for you, Ad Colt. Your daily clip of Jack.
Hopefully you guys enjoy.
Just for you. He sits there and watches his dad eat every night, hoping that he's gonna get a little snack. Huh, Jack? Huh? Bud? He's kind of like this on me a lot. So I'm gonna show you guys a pre-bedtime meal that I've been doing and really enjoying. So we're gonna start off with, I'm personally doing, and it's gonna depend on your macros, but I'm saving, I have 2 servings of old-fashioned oats in here, so 80 grams. And then we're gonna do half serving, so about 61 to 62 grams of canned pumpkin. And then we're gonna do 1 scoop of the Core Pro cinnamon roll and a little bit of cinnamon. And then we're gonna top with a little bit of Walden Farms pancake syrup and mix this all together. So I'm gonna show you guys this as I mix it up. All right, so we'll go 61 grams of canned pumpkin here. Boom, 61. And then we're gonna go for the Core Pro We're gonna go, one serving is 32 grams, and yes, I weigh all of my supplements. So, we'll do 32 grams. There we go, 32 grams. And do a little bit of cinnamon here. Top it off like that. And then we're gonna take our spoon and we're gonna mix this all up. You might have to add some water to it. Anyways, there's the oats all mixed up. And like I said, I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit of the Walden Farms pancake syrup. I'm trying to not do a ton of this, so just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of extra kind of sweetener in there. So we're just gonna do that much and then mix it all up and you are good to go. So this is my kind of late night pre-bed meal. I had a lot of fat left, so I'm also doing, this was 24 grams of almonds, and then I'm doing some popcorn, and I have a serving of whey isolate in here. So this is my pre-bed meal here.